Hi everybody, welcome back to the Loserweight Division. Jason and Donovan are here. Tonight we're going to take a look at the Series 92 Mandy Rose figure from Mattel.
Line, by the way.
It is a first time in the line, and you can't hate that packaging. Before we get into that, I just want to tell a quick, mildly interesting story. I was just telling Donovan off camera that this is the first Mandy Rose figure that I have found that actually has a Mandy Rose head. I do not know if they are factory errors. I'm assuming not, but if that's the case, then a very industrious thief in my area has taken about 4 Mandy Roses out of the package and replaced the head with Charlotte Flair heads. They were all resealed perfectly if he indeed did that. Otherwise, the people at Mattel might want to work on quality control a little bit. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and let Donovan pop that. He likes to pop those containers, and we'll take a look at Mandy and see what we think.
I hate the basics just for this reason.
Okay, well, there we go. There's Donovan's immediate review. He doesn't like the packaging. Okay.
Only basics.
She is a basic, so she will not have any ankle articulation, and she will not have the ab crunch. Other than that, though, it looks like the articulation all stays the same. She's got the wrist, elbow, shoulder articulation. She's got the neck articulation. She's got articulation at the hips, articulation at the knees, and she does have boot swivel.
Before we open this, the first thing I noticed that I didn't like is the headstand. Like, to me, it was nothing like Mandy Rose. I mean, it might look like it to you guys, but to me, it doesn't at all.
I'm alright with it. I'm okay with it. The only thing I don't care about some of the women's figures that I don't care for, when they do the hair, it doesn't allow the heads to always sit right. If you look, I mean, at this angle, she looks fine, but if you tilt her a little bit, she's got kind of a giraffe neck right there.
Is it a big gap?
Yeah. But I mean, at certain angles, you can see it. At other angles, you can't. Yeah, so right off the bat, the deco on the figure, the boots and everything, looks pretty good. Not hating that.
I mean, just like the Razor remote with me, there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, it's just Mandy Rose. He just basically wears gold and black.
Yeah.
So there's like really nothing you can do wrong.
I think the only thing I think a lot of folks won't like about this figure, now I could be wrong on this, some people might not like the head scan and that sort of thing, but the ankle articulation, going away on the basics, if you're a collector like me and these are going to go on a shelf or in a display case, that ankle articulation means literally nothing. I don't, on a personal level, care if Mandy has an ab crunch or ankle articulation. I do like the fact that if you look at her from the side, it's all one boot. You don't have the weird ankle joint down there. So that part's kind of nice for a guy like me. Now, Donovan plays with his figures, and a lot of younger folks do. And sometimes losing that ankle articulation, you know, a lot of fans don't like that. What do you think? You play with them. What is your opinion on the figures you play with?
I mean, the ankle articulation makes it better because, like, if you ever saw the Seth vs. Kane match, you could pull a botch like that. You just need the ankle articulation.
Okay, there it is. Well, yeah, I mean, you know, if you got Kurt Angle in a nice intergender match and he throws down an ankle lock or something like that, you know, you're going to want her, you want it to look authentic when he puts her in that ankle lock.
Because, like, when you're in an ankle lock, your foot's not just straight up. He twists your ankle.
The only thing I can say is for some folks who like the Elites, Mattel might argue that, well, that's a basic and eventually she'll have an Elite, but if she doesn't have an Elite, then that's the figure you got, you know.
My question is, like, what's the difference from a basic woman to an Elite woman? Because sometimes, like, they just look like they're the same with nothing different.
Well, I think it's mostly accessories on the women's figures that change. The ab crunch is there, the ankle articulation. They have all the same well, they used to have all the same articulation. It was kind of like the El Torito and Hornswoggle figures. They had ab crunch too, and they had all the same articulation as the Elites at the time had in the same spots, but they were considered basic from my understanding. With the lady wrestlers, I believe it's just a matter of the accessories that come with them and the higher price point they're in. So all in all, what do you think? Are we liking Mandy? We not liking Mandy? Where are you at on that?
It's a like, but it's an okay figure. Because there's a few problems with the women's that I don't like about women's figures between men's.
And what's that?
How their hands are like always straight out. Like if you actually see wrestling, they literally close their fist and punch someone. They don't always just have their hands out.
Well, and that might be something that they change with the elites now, because the elites do come with the extra sets of hands. You might find your elite Mandy Rose may have a couple of closed fists, or a closed fist and a gripping hand to hold a weapon. Because sometimes, let's be honest,
a microphone.
Yeah, a microphone. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So that might be something that if Mattel does elites with the women like they do with the men, that they just give them interchangeable hands. And maybe the next Mandy Rose figure will have interchangeable hands. From where I'm at, I like it. Outside of the hair issue, making the head stand a little tall, I mean, it's a Mandy Rose figure. Of course, it looks good. I mean, it's Mandy Rose. So I'm giving that one a thumbs up.
Thumbs up for me.
All right. Well, there we go. Then I guess we both like that one. All right. Well, that's all for this video. We'll see you all next time. Thanks for stopping in. Don't forget to, if you like this video, click that like button, and don't forget to subscribe and hit that little bell down there for notifications. Any parting words, sir?
No.
No. There you heard it. Thanks. Have a good night.